गुड मॉर्निंग। सो ये हमने लास्ट सेशन में हमने सिर्फ 2 डिनायल कवर किए, राइट?
Yes, sir.
Patient cannot be identified and no coverage. Let's see next one. Next is the untimely filing and also called as TFL expired. Denial code is CO29. And every insurance company, whenever we are billing our claim to insurance company, there is some time frame. And within that given time frame only, we should bill our claim to that insurance. If you are billing beyond that given level or the given days, then we'll receiving this denial as a untimely filing. Okay, that means this month if any patient is taking service from UHC, so next year or after 2 years, if you are sending, then obviously they are not going to pay for that. They will deny for untimely filing. So for every insurance company, timely filing limit is different. Okay. So whenever you are joining in any company, you can do one thing. You can ask to your team leader, are they maintaining any Excel sheet for information about the timely filing limit for each and every insurance? If yes, then you can follow that Excel file. If no, then you can create your own and you can write whenever you are working on any claim and you come to know that. So normally what we have to do if such kind of file is not there, then for any insurance, whenever you are calling for any purpose, okay, ask them how much is their timely filing and write in that Excel sheet, okay, for future purpose. Generally they are not changing the timely filing limit for long time. We can follow that. Okay, so whenever we are billing first time claim to insurance company, there is a different time frame and it is calculating from the date of service. Okay, whenever uh, we are billing after doing some correction, we are billing a claim. In that case also, for sending corrected claim, we'll have a timely filing limit. Okay, and whenever we want to do appeal for any purpose, okay, to send appeal as well, there is some time frame. So to send a correct time frame for sending a corrected claim is calculating from date of denial. Okay, and timely filing limit for sending appeal is also calculating from date of denial or process date. Okay, and fresh claim it is calculating from the date of service. Okay. So in which cases we are receiving this denial? So first of all, we really cross the given time frame. Like example, very small time frame is there, like 3 months only, and within that 3 month we have not filed our claim. Okay, so this is the reason we are receiving a denial. Second is timely filing limit cross for corrected claim. Okay, we did some correction, but we were late to file our corrected claim. And third is, as I discussed, sending appeal, we late to send it. Okay, so each and every insurance company is different time frame. Medicare insurance is having 12 months. Okay, Medicaid insurance, state to state rules are changing. We know that. Okay, but for example, if you are working for Texas, then you should know about Medicaid Texas. If you are working for Ohio, then Medicaid of Ohio, you should know timely filing. So in between 90 to 180 days. Okay. Then commercial insurance, every insurance company is different. Okay. 90 to 180 days. Common reasons why we are receiving this denial. So claim was not submitted within a given time frame. Okay. Simple. Next is incorrect insurance billed first. That means initially we billed our claim to wrong insurance. Okay, and we were waiting for getting a payment, and after 3-4 months we receive a response. Until that time, for the original or the actual insurance, we already passed the time frame. Okay, and later we filed our claim to the correct insurance. Okay, delayed provider credentialing. Okay, this is also one reason. Like every provider have to do a credentialing. part with insurance company. Like uh, they have to update their information at every insurance company, right? And if they started to provide a service, but they have not completed the credentialing part with that insurance, okay, and it is time consuming. Okay, so if consider that any doctor has completed their degree this year only, okay, this month only, and he started to do the practice, but still credentialing part is in progress. Maybe it will take 3 4 months. Okay, until that time we are filed, miss we are late to file our claim. Next is resubmission after rejection or correction was not done. Okay, this is also one reason. So interviewer is and interested in this answer. Okay. So what you are going to do once we receive the denial. So first of all, for any denial, okay, we have to find out the exact reason. Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry. So for any denial, first of all, what we have to do, we have to find out the exact reason. Means we have to analyze the claim. Each and every claim, different scenario can be there. We have to analyze the scenario or the reason for denial, and accordingly we can work. Okay. So example, we found here some reasons, right? Like first time we build our claim wrongly. Okay. Check whether the claim. So these are the steps how to work on that claim. So first of all, we have to check in our system when it was filed, how it was filed, whether it was filed through electronically or paper. If it was filed through electronically, then we can go to the EDI and we can check the history. Okay, whether it has been accepted, rejected. Okay, when first time it was billed. Okay, all those history is available there. Okay, if it was billed through paper, then we can check in the system on which date first time it was billed. Okay, if it was within a, okay, so for every denial we cannot trust like it is a correct denial. Okay, so if you in the analysis you found that we filed our claim correctly within a given time frame, that means the denial is wrong. So in that case, obviously we can call and reprocess the claim. We can tell them that your timely filing limit is 3 months, and as per our system, we filed our claim first time on this date, and according to our clearinghouse, it has been accepted. Okay, like that we can reprocess the claim. If it was received out of timely filing, okay, that means they are saying that it was received after time frame. So in our system, we can check original claim when it was billed and all. If the claim was submitted within time frame, okay, we can try to reprocess, but if they are not accepting because they received our claim after time frame, right? But we have some timely filing limit proof. Means we have proof of timely filing limit. Okay, they have not received, but from our side, we try to file. First time in our clearinghouse, it was showing that first time when we billed, that time or that day was within a given time frame. Okay, so that was our first try. So we can use that history report of clearinghouse as a proof of timely filing limit, and we can send an appeal in that case. Okay, so if claim was submitted after given time frame and we don't have a proof of timely filing limit, then what we have to do? We don't have proof of timely filing limit. So what kind of proof of timely filing limits are there? Okay, let me create one Excel file. So what file and additional POTF. Okay, proof of timely filing limit. What kind of things we can use as a proof of timely filing limit? First is the clearinghouse. Clearinghouse history. Okay. Or what we can use if we filed our claim to wrong insurance, right? So that wrong insurance EOB which we filed initially. So that EOB also we can use. Okay. Another is if it was billed through paper, so obviously there is no clearinghouse history. Okay. For paper bill, we can use PMS screenshot. Okay. Like example, here this is our PMS, right? And in our history, in our system also, for every claim, we can see there is a history, right? When it was billed and all. Okay. So this screenshot we can take. Few insurances are accepting, few insurances are not accepting. Okay, but we should try. Okay. What else? Proof of timely filing limit. What else we can use? Okay, the same thing here also. First time within a given time frame, but rejected in the clearinghouse, then we can use that clearinghouse. Okay, paper, then we can take the screenshot of the PMS. Okay. Initially we billed to wrong insurance, then that wrong insurance EOB we can use as a payout here. So anyhow, the conclusion for this denial is we have to analyze and identify whether it was billed correctly within a given time frame or not. If yes, then we have to reprocess the claim. If no, okay, then we have to identify and find out what was exactly the reason why we were late to file the claim. Okay. And accordingly, if we are having any proof of timely filing limit, then we can do appeal. And if we really filed our claim late and we don't have any proof of timely filing limit, then it is not the patient responsibility anyhow. It was our mistake, billing department mistake, 100%. Okay, so we have to follow our client update. Maybe some clients are giving update like below $500. If the amount is below $500 and we already tried with appeal and appeal also has been upheld, okay, then in that case you can do adjustment. Another update is if we don't have any proof of timely filing limit in the system and we already received a timely filing limit denial, then also we can adjust off. Okay, like this, different denial, different updates can be there, and we can follow that. Okay. Any question here for untimely filing?
Sir, no, sir.
So for some big insurance companies are having like Medicare is having 1 year timely filing limit. Okay. So example, I can give you what we can do in the Medicare cases. We have 1 year, right? So this from the date of service. Okay. So from date of service, we can take today's date. Okay, December 1st, 2025 is the date of service. We have next 1 year to play with that claim with Medicare to get the payment. Okay. Generally, we are trying to get a payment within a 15 days only because Medicare is processing fastest insurance means they are processing within a 3 days only and they are releasing the payment. Okay, if everything is correct, then they are releasing a payment within a 3 days. Okay, when we are filing the claim. But in case we filed our claim today or tomorrow, today's date of service, tomorrow we filed. Okay, insurance has received the claim and they deny for some reason. Okay, after that, we did some correction, we filed again they denied. Okay, like this. Again, we did some correction. Finally, we tried with appeal as well. Okay, appeal also has been upheld. Okay, appeal also has been upheld. But still, we are within a 1 year only. Okay, so after receiving appeal upheld, then also we can do some correction and again we can resubmit the claim. Okay, we can try to get a payment in this 1 year. Okay, by doing some different changes on the correct changes on the claim. Okay, so but other insurances, if timely filing is small and appeal also has been upheld, then in those cases we don't have any chance to do again, do the correction and resubmit the claim, because we already passed the given time frame for submitting a corrected claim. But for Medicare, we'll have a big timely filing limit, right? So that's the good thing. So if interviewer is asking you how you are going to work on the PO, means untimely filing denials, then you general answer or the in short answer, you can tell them that first of all, we should try in the system itself to find out the reason why we have received the denial, whether the denial is correct or not. If denial is wrong, then we can try to reprocess on the call itself. If denial is correct, but we have the POTF, proof of timely filing limit, then we should do appeal. If appeal has been upheld, then we should try, we should follow our client update tracker. Okay, if claim is correctly denied and we don't have POTF, then also we should update our client update tracker. Right? Like this, in 2-3 lines, you can explain your answer. Okay, so here the example like CO29 is the denial reason. Okay, you can see here. Now this is the BCBS insurance. What is the date of service? December 30th, 2024. Okay. When it was received, see July month. Their date timely filing limit is only 6 months, and they received in 7th month. So obviously, they are going to deny for untimely filing. Okay.
सर अगर इसमें कोई करेक्शन करते हैं अगर हम तो इसमें अपील ही करनी पड़ेगी
नहीं नहीं, correction means after receiving denial.
आई मीन अगर अगर ये
correction कब करेंगे?
टाइमली फाइल लिमिट के अंदर ही है अगर
टाइमली फाइलिंग लिमिट के अंदर है तो हम करेक्शन कर सकते हैं क्लेम पे.
ओके
देखो, करेक्टेड क्लेम भेजने की टाइमली फाइलिंग लिमिट अलग होती है. ठीक है, जैसे ये एक डिनाइल आया है, कोडिंग रिलेटेड डिनाइल आया है एग्जाम्पल, लेकिन उसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि उसको नेक्स्ट 3 मंथ या 4 मंथ जो भी टाइम फ्रेम दिया है उसके अंदर हमें अगर कुछ करेक्शन करने हैं तो हम रिसबमिट कर सकते हैं करेक्शन करके, राइट. लेकिन अगर वो 4 मंथ पास हो गए और उसके बाद हम करेक्शन करके रीबिल कर रहे हैं तो हमें अनटाइमली फाइलिंग का डिनाइल आएगा, है ना. फिर उस केस में तो हमें अपील ही करना पड़ेगा. उस केस में हमें टाइमली फाइलिंग डिनाइल के बाद में हम दूसरे इंश्योरेंस में, एक्सेप्ट मेडिकेयर, दूसरे इंश्योरेंसेस में हमें उतना टाइम फ्रेम नहीं रहता है कि हम फिर से उसमें कुछ करेक्शन करके रिसबमिट कर देंगे. समझ गए?
ओके सर
Now next denial is additional information needed from patient. Sometime we are receiving denial as additional information needed from provider. Okay, so depend on what reason code is there on EOB. So you can see here. Okay, this is the duplicate. Let me see. Okay, sample EOB we can see, but additional information means at this point we don't know what additional information they want. But on the EOB, if the denial code is PR16, that means they want it from patient. If it is the CO16, that means they want it from provider. Okay, simple. In both the cases, if on the EOB clear information is not available, then we have to do a call. We have to ask them what exact information they are looking for from whom, and accordingly we can take action. If they want from provider and if we are having that information, then we can send it through fax. Okay, we can ask them are they accepting through fax or not. Okay, and then we can send it that time itself. If they want from patient, then we can ask them did they send any letter to patient, when it was sent. Okay, If 1 month back they sent and still patient has not responded, then we can request them to send one more letter. If patient has responded, then they will reprocess our claim on call itself. Okay. But they already sent 3 4 letters and now they are not ready to send any letter to the patient. Patient is not responding. Okay. Then definitely from our side, if our client is saying that in these cases we can bill to patient, then we'll bill to the patient. Okay. Even though patient is having multiple insurances. Okay. In this case, especially because his insurance is waiting for the response from his side. If there is any patient calling team, then some clients are saying that forward that claim to the patient calling team. They will contact to the patient and inform them. If you are sending bill to the patient, obviously patient will call back to the patient calling team and ask them the bill reason, and then our patient calling team give them the information as your insurance is waiting for information from your side and you have not responded yet. Okay. So here we from the patient might be possible that they need the COV information. Okay, maybe they need the accident related details from the patient. Okay. Okay. Or maybe they want some forms needs to be filled from the patient side. Okay. Different things can be there, is they can expect. Okay. So when we are calling to an insurance, then only we come to know that what exactly they are looking. Okay, we cannot decide if on the EOB, clearly they have not mentioned what they want. Okay, the common causes are patient did not respond to the payer questionnaire or the letter. Coordination of benefit is not updated in payer record. So normally every insurance company what they are doing, if plan is for long time like 5 year, 10 year, patient has taken that insurance plan. So people used to take that. Okay. In our India, we are not that much aware and we are taking only 1 year, 2 year plan. But in US, they are taking 5 year, 10 year, this kind of duration insurance they are taking because they can get a more benefits and low premium if they are taking long term plan. Okay. So in such kind of plan, insurance is expecting that patient have to update COV information every year. Okay. Or twice in a year, because maybe possible that in middle of the year patient has taken any another insurance, then we can change the COV, right? So they want updated information in their system. Okay, sometimes they want accident or the injury details from the patient itself. Okay. So what we have to do once we receive additional information needed from the patient? Simple. As I said, we have to open the EOB. We have to check any additional information is given related to the denial. If no, then we'll call and we'll try to understand what they want. Okay, where we can send it, or maybe where patient can send it. Okay, when they send her letter, the same points is mentioned here. And if any additional information needed from the provider, that means we will receive a denial as a PR16. So as a provider, we are only presenting for the provider, right? So we can ask them what information they want from us. If they are saying that they need some particular medical record or the invoice copy or anything, and we can send it on their fax number or we can upload on their web portal. Multiple options can be there. So fastest way is the fax number. So we should ask them the fax number and check in our system. If available, then we should send it that time itself. If it is not available, then we'll escalate to client. Okay. That insurance is asking for this information and it is not available in the system. Okay. So this is about the additional information. In most of the cases, 90% cases, if we receive a denial as a additional information, then we have to do a call. We have to make sure that we should not send any wrong bill to patient. Okay. Before taking a correct action and additional information needed from provider. So definitely we have to send something to them, then only they are going to process. So at least we should know. We should not send complete medical record every time. Okay. By seeing the additional information, I saw that many AR colors, they are directly sending complete medical record. That is wrong work. If 252, CO 252 is also another denial, they are asking for the medical record. Okay, CO 252 means need medical record. But in that case as well, we should not send complete medical record. You have to ask them what medical record they want for particular procedure code, or they want complete medical record, and then only we should send. Because complete medical record is having so many pages, like 50, 60 pages can be there. But they want only one procedure code related or medical record, then why we should send complete medical record? Okay. Now next is the duplicate. Okay. Multiple reasons can be there to receive a duplicate denial. Okay. By mistake in from our system. Example, let me show you. Okay, this is one claim. This is Humana. Okay. And by mistake, someone has built this claim again to primary without doing any correction and all. Cigna, right? Let maybe we have changed the insurance in that patient. Okay, UHC. One time already it was billed, and someone wrongly it was billed twice. So obviously, if insurance has received two claims, why they are going to pay it twice? They will pay only for one claim and they will deny another claim as a duplicate. Okay, this is one reason. If we provide same service twice on the same date of service, okay, maybe possible that we'll have the two date of services in our system, two invoices on same date of service. Okay, in morning we provided a service, again same service we provided at 4 o'clock. Okay. Then we will have two claims and we are billing two claims to insurance company. And insurance company is considering one claim and another they are denying as a duplicate. But we can ignore that denial. In that case, we can add a particular modifier. Okay. If the repeat procedure by same provider on same date of service, then we can use 76 modifier. We know that. If repeat procedure by different provider on same date of service, then we can use 77 modifier. Okay. By using those modifiers, we can ignore that denial. Okay. If the rendering doctor is different, chances are less to get a denial, a duplicate denial, because the rendering provider is different, but the rendering provider is also same, and we are having two invoices in our system and we build it separately, then insurance can deny one claim. Okay. And we have not used 76 modifier, then we have to resubmit with 76 modifier, or else we have to do appeal. Okay, but best option is use the 76 and resubmit a corrected claim. Okay. And in case, even though there are two invoices in our system for the same date of service, okay, then also we should check the medical record. For that date of service, do we have two separate medical records or not? If there is only one medical record and we have two invoices, that means one invoice is wrongly added in the system. We should confirm that with our client, because we can explain in our notes, like we can see two invoices in the system for date of service, same date of service, but we are having only one medical record. Okay, please confirm whether we really provided this service twice or we have to void one invoice. Void means cancel. Okay. So this is one reason. Another is Medicare has crossover. So Medicare is only one insurance who is doing this activity, that is called as crossover. So what they are doing, whenever they are having secondary insurance information in their system, so once they process and paid for remaining balance, what they are doing, they are sending claim to secondary from them itself. Other insurance is not doing this activity. Okay, and on Medicare EOB, clearly they are mentioning that as forwarded to next payer. That means they already forwarded claim to the next insurance, secondary insurance. So if you are working on Medicare and you have the insurance EOB, Medicare EOB and Medicare here EOB is showing that it has been crossover or it has been forwarded to next payer, then from our system for balance amount, we should not submit to the next insurance. Okay, because primary has already forwarded to next insurance, secondary insurance. Then there is no meaning to file our claim again to the next insurance. So instead of that, what we can do, simply we can check a claim status. But in this case, we already filed our claim to the next insurance from our system as well. We can see in our system, okay, it was billed to the secondary insurance, primary insurance payment posted, okay, and remaining balance we already sent filed to the next insurance from our system. But upon seeing Medicare EOB, Medicare also has crossed over the claim. That is the reason secondary insurance has received two claims. So one they denied as a duplicate. So if you are having EOB, a website for the secondary insurance, then simply just go to that website and check the claim status, original claim status. Okay. Whichever they receive first, obviously they receive first from the Medicare itself. And you have to check one claim, another claim which is paid or maybe some other denial. Next is in our system by mistake generated to encounter. Okay. If we did some corrections. Okay. Now this is also one of the means many times this is also one of the reason to receive the duplicate denial. We know that except Medicare. Okay, this is the which insurance it is? United Healthcare. Okay. Consider that we receive a denial from Medicare, UHC for some coding related denial. Okay. So what we are doing as a AR, we are doing corrections according to our coding team. Maybe we are adding some modifier or something, and we are updating that. Okay. Okay. Some diagnosis code also I am updating. Okay. I have updated. Then after doing correction, what we have to do, we have to resubmit as a corrected claim. But we missed that. We just resubmitted a fresh claim only. But fresh claim insurance is already having. Okay. So whenever we are doing some correction, we should submit as a corrected claim. But we missed this and we submitted as a fresh claim only, then insurance will receive that with 01. Okay. Sample. So whenever we are doing some correction and submitting corrected claim, what will happen? On the claim form, there is a box number 22. Okay. So it will, if we are submitting fresh, then it will go with 01. If you are submitting corrected, then it will go with 07 and the original claim number, whatever is there on the denied EOB, it will go here. Then only insurance company will accept it or process it as a corrected claim. If you are billing with 01 only and we are not sending any original claim number also, then insurance is already having one claim already with them with 01. They are not going to accept it as a corrected claim. Okay. And they will deny it as a duplicate. So whenever you are doing any correction and resubmitting the claim, then we have to select option in our system as a corrected claim. Okay. These all are some reasons. And first of all, in analysis, we'll get one of the reason to receive this denial. And accordingly, we will work. Okay. Example, from our system by mistake, we build two claims. Okay. Just we saw. So simply what we have to do, we have to check the claim status at insurance company for the original claim. At least one claim they process and paid or maybe some other denial is there, but not the duplicate. Okay. And we have two claims, two separate claim in and the doctor is also same. So what we can do, we can send our claim to coding team to suggest the appropriate modifier. Even though we know that 76 modifier we can add and resubmit, but we should not do that by our own decision. Okay. Another thing is claim already crossover from Medicare. Then what we have to do at secondary, just check the claim status which they received from the Medicare. What is the status for that claim? Okay. In our system by mistake, two encounters are there, only one medical record is there. Then just forward that claim to our client and confirm with them. If we did some correction, last user has worked according to the last user, he has worked something and he did some correction, but according to the last claim, he missed to bill it as a corrected claim. So this time, just resubmit a corrected claim. Okay, so one of the reason we have to find out. Okay, you can see here duplicate reason code is OA18, sometimes CO18, and the explanation is here like exact duplicate claim. Same steps are already mentioned here as I explain you. Okay, what we have to do. Okay. So for each and every reason, we are going to take this action. Okay, these are the scenario basis action. You don't have to take all these steps. Okay, one of the reason and only one action. Okay, understood. Duplicate denial.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see one more denial. Benefit max or frequency exceeded. So for each and every insurance, there is some limitations, right? Very few insurance or the plans are there. They are ready to mm, cover unlimited bills and patient can go any doctor and take any kind of service. If somebody is having such plan, then he have to pay huge premium. Okay, generally people are not taking such kind of plan. Okay, so benefit max means if insurance company has given me a limit as like from my company, I got insurance to cover me and my family is 12 lakh, okay, per year. But if I'm using that insurance for some any kind of service for my family, okay, I already crossed the 12 lakh. The insurance is not going to pay any additional amount and I am only responsible for the payment. That's an answer. Okay, 1 second. Guys. In US also the same thing. Every insurance company or the plan is having some limit. Either the limit is for the dollar amount, okay, or maybe a number of services. If they are talking about the dollar amount, then generally they will deny for benefit maxed. If they are talking about the number of units has been exceeded, then they will deny it for the frequency exceeded. Okay. So depend on the EOB and we can check the explanation as well. Here you can see CO 151 and the explanation is payment adjusted because the payer deems the information submitted does not support these many or the frequency of the services. Okay, level is different, frequency is different. Okay, so most of the times because of the patient plan only we are receiving this denial, and if patient is having secondary insurance then we can try with the secondary insurance. If patient don't have other insurance then we can bill to patient. Okay, so in any denial, first of all we have to call and we have to ask them. If they are talking about the frequency, then we have to ask them how many numbers according to the patient plan, how many number of units they are covering in what period. So example, I can give you example is neck belt. Okay, neck belt. Every insurance know that durability for neck belt is at least 1 year. Nothing can be happen, right? Okay. So if patient is billing that 2 time, 3 time, maybe he is taking from same provider or different provider. But in a year, insurance has received second bill for the neck belt. Then they will not pay because they already paid in the same year for another date of service in past, maybe from same provider or different provider. So this time they will deny for frequency exceeded. Same for some injection codes as well. Some insurance company, as per the plan, they are saying that they can cover that particular injection 3 units in a day. But for particular surgery, we use 6 units. Okay, example anesthesia injection. So they will pay only for 3 unit and they will deny other 3 units as a frequency exceeded. Okay. In 6 months only, patient has used, or for the patient, we or other provider has billed multiple claims, and patient is having only $50,000 coverage in his plan, and already it has been reached in June month only. So late after the June month, whatever claims any provider is billing for that patient, then every time they will receive a denial as a benefit max, and patient is responsible. Okay. Even though here CO or CO 35 or CO 155, 151 is denial code is there, but 95% chances are just because of the patient plan we are receiving this denial. Okay. And as an action, we can just check patient is having next insurance or not. No, then we can bill to patient. If yes, then we can bill to next insurance. Okay. So here only 2 points is given, frequency or the benefit. Okay. In both the cases, if patient don't have other insurance and if you are calling to insurance, then just take the confirmation whether we can bill to the patient or not. They will say yes, we can bill to patient. Okay. So this is about the frequency exceeded or the benefit maxed. Okay. Just remember, benefits means dollar of amount, frequency means number of units. Okay. Yes, understood.
Yes.
Well, yes, now next denial is easiest denial. Okay, if I am having 30 claims, I can do it in 1 hour. Why? Because we are not involved in coding, right? And if any coding related denial is receiving, then just write a single line note. Claim is denied for this reason. Forwarding this claim to coding team for suggestion or for assistance, like that. Okay. In short, single line or 2 line, you can write your comment and forward to coding. That's it. We will get a count. Okay. We don't have to do anything in the coding related denial. Even though we are confident, okay, because of this reason, it was the wrong on the claim and all. But then also, as per every client instruction, we have to forward our claim to coding team first. That's why we can generate one count today, and again tomorrow we are receiving the response, and again tomorrow you can work and get one more count. So any denial. Okay, here this is the example CO4. Okay, 4 means the procedure code is inconsistent with the modifier. They are saying that the modifier is 95 modifier used on this. So they are saying that invalid modifier, like this: invalid CPT, invalid diagnosis, place of service, modifier, NDC, anything can be there. Okay. So for every denial related to coding is need to be sent to the coding team. Okay. So later we will receive a response. Maybe coding team is responding to do some changes. They are suggesting us to do some changes. Accordingly, we'll do and we'll resubmit the claim. Maybe they will respond as coded correctly. Then we don't have any option to do any changes. So we have to do appeal only if they are saying coded correctly. If they are saying that no other code can be suggested on the basis of available medical record, then we have to escalate that to client, like our coding team is don't have enough medical record to make the decision for other code. Okay, so these are the three cases. In first case, we can do changes, we can resubmit corrected claim. In second case, we can do appeal because there is no because coding team is saying that coded correctly. And in third case, coding team cannot decide or suggest other code, and also they are not saying that coded correctly. We have to forward to the client, okay, so that they will upload some more available medical records, and then coding team can go through it. So this is the easiest denial. Any interviewer is asking you, if you receive a denial as a invalid CPT, invalid modifier, invalid DX, what you are going to do, just simply tell them that as a AR, we are just writing our comment and forwarding to our payment hosting team. And then for for suggestion. That's it. Oh, let's see. Okay, this is the next one more denial we'll cover today. Missing medical record. Okay, missing medical record. As I said, even though they are showing missing medical record, we should not submit complete medical record. Okay. Here, remark code is there. Denial code CO252, but remark code is also there. So remark code you have to read missing patient medical record for this service. Okay, so whatever this 127, right? 127, 127 for this service. These are the two line item for two different date of service. Okay. So they want medical record related to this service only. They don't want history report. They don't want prescription. They don't want any other reports. Okay. So related to this service only, they want a medical record. Okay. If such kind of description is there, then we don't have to call and we can send on the given fax number. Generally, fax number is mentioned on the EOB. This is downloaded from the Avality, but for normal EOBs, fax number is also given. Detailed information is given, like where we have to send and all. Yeah, I can show you one EOB. This is the Etna EOB. Okay, they have given only the address and the phone number, but if claim get denied for any other information or something they want from the provider, then generally they used to give the fax number also here. Like they will give a instruction like this, like we can submit within a given time frame on this address or on this fax number, like that. They used to give that detail, and we don't have to call. Okay, so okay. So additional information, 252 means need the medical record. So go through the EOB, need to check if we have EOB and in our EOB some remark code is there, then we can go on the basis of remark code, we can send the required medical record. If remark code is not there, then we have to call and we have to ask them what medical record they want and how we can send it. Okay, best option is fax, then ask them the fax number. If no, then ask them how we can send, where we can send and all. Okay, and send the medical record and how much is the timely filing limit to submit a medical record as well. Okay. And then if the requested medical record is available in the system, then you are only responsible to send that medical record. Okay. And if a requested medical record is not there in the system, then we have to escalate that to the client. Okay. So every time if for this claim I am working and insurance is saying that they need the particular medical record, if it is available, then good and well, just download it and send them. Okay, if it is not available, then write your comment and take action as escalating to client. Okay. Okay, this action you have to send, you have to do. If you send a medical record, then just select as a send medical record. Like this we can take an action. Okay, by selecting only the action, medical record will not go. Okay, you have to send. Okay, maybe you have to use the e-fax, like the email only. And if insurers don't want through fax and they are asking us to upload on their web portal, then if you don't know, then take their help, where to go, how to upload and all. They will help you to understand that. Okay, or else they will give you a particular address. On that address we have to send. So generally this activity is handled by our client side. So what our responsibility as a AR, we will go to the system, required medical record, we have to download it. We have to make one particular folder. Okay, example, I am creating one folder and I am creating for this account. Okay, we have to rename that. Okay, and then we have to write the date of service for which we are sending, right, medical record, like today's date, December 1st. Whatever is the date of service, you have to write. And then inside this folder, you have to save that medical record on the system. Also, some cover sheet is there, a common cover sheet, like a single page. We have to fill the basic information about the claim and the claim number, patient name, provider name, and all. And then just keep that folder on the given place. So someone from our client side, they will go through this in this folder. They will print all these things, and whatever address is given in our comment or the ID card or on the EOB, they will send on that address. Okay, generally they used to go through our comment. Okay, if in our comment address is given, then they are sending on the given address. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll stop here.